kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback,
turning it on!
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense feeling a bolt of energy from the crowd, trying to force a 3-and-out. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And they can't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Perez to throw. Complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Trying the left side. And some room to work. He's inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Into the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Trying play action. Finds his tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Perez wants to throw. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. It's Burnett. At the 20, he's got space. And into the end zone for a touchdown. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On the run, it's Fritz. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Surging forward on the sneak. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously, it's an exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Perez to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking downfield on 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down coming up.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself on the draw.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
Now, 4th down.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
From the red zone, it's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's now
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
So they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
And this one is perfect. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Perez wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The play action fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think, Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and he plucked it.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes a man miss. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now on 2nd down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Looking to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Prince. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Out of the gun, the inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Perez to throw. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Floats it out in space. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Burnett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Prince. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught behind the line. It's Prince. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Well, you might as well have thrown it in the stands because you completed it, but not enough for the first down. Punt team's coming on the field. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Perez wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up, getting a big stop.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head, man.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Adams. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Perez to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's running free down the middle. 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Quarterback
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Pulled and fired complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 25. Turning it on. And he will house it.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
How about this? These guys are going for two. From the gun. Working that left side now. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pulls and fires complete.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bid up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle from us.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Off the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. starts the drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Prince. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. To the house. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Just into the end zone and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Quick strike complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Prince. Hard-hitting tackle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got him. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback keeps it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Oh, it's a reverse. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.